Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving advice for any new coming freshmen going into high school, or anybody that is really just looking for advice for high school, maybe sophomores, juniors, seniors, on the right way to start off the school year. And I know that school is starting on Wednesday the 14th. I know some people are starting on Monday or maybe even sooner, maybe even later. But basically, this is the chance in the video to get your act together, because you do not want to have to go through any kind of messes during high school. I also wanted to say that this is an inspired video by Desdamona Part Two. I will be linking her channel in the description and the video as well that I got the inspiration. This has also been a video that has kind of been 4 years in the making. Since I was a freshman, I've always been wanting to do this video, and I have a cousin that's gonna be starting high school with me next year for freshman year. Just to let everybody know, I am a senior, so I have the ropes of high school, and hopefully some of you guys find it useful. So let's get into the video. So obviously the first question is, are senior boys all over the freshman girls? And to put it simple, the answer is yes. For example, a freshman starting out and going all the way through high school for their 4 years, you know, by that time you already know everybody in your grade, you know the juniors and sophomore, and you know you're kind of bored of like what's going on. And it's kind of just like, well, damn, I don't know these people. Let me see if I can, you know, make something happen. Senior guys kind of just want someone that they can easily just like smash and then dip. Most senior guys are not trying to be in a relationship if they aren't in one already. Most of us are going to college, and it's gonna be kind of difficult to keep a relationship into college. Same thing for the freshman girls. I know that some of them try to go hit on the senior guys, which is something that I recommend you do not do, only because one, you'll get your feelings hurt, and two, it's not all that, because most of them will not buy you things. And if you think that just because they have a car they're gonna give you a ride somewhere, I guarantee you not. Disclaimer: watch out for these guys. They will tell you anything, they will do anything just to do something with you and get in your pants. Should you mess with upperclassmen? As a freshman going into high school, when I started, I had a lot of senior and junior friends, surprisingly, and it was mainly because they were just extremely nice and helpful. I mean, if it wasn't for those seniors and juniors, I don't think I would be the person I am today, or would have gotten through high school the way I did. They were the ones that, you know, told me what to do and not to do, and they helped me out with so much, basically to live high school to its fullest. If you want to try to befriend some upperclassmen, do not be afraid to, because more than likely, they don't really have an objection to not be your friend, and they personally don't care. I mean, just shoot your shot and see what happens. It's how to survive classes without friends. Just because you don't have your friends doesn't mean it's the end of the world. And over time, having to take the same class, you'll end up making friends with someone. I've even made friends through friends I already knew. If you are going to school with people from your middle school that you might not have even talked to at least once or considered a friend, I do suggest to befriend them. Are upperclassmen rude? When I was a freshman, I thought most of them were pretty chill and actually really helpful. I mean, for me at least, I hung out with very smart and nerdy friends that had came with me from middle school. That got us to befriend a lot of seniors that were in SGA and a lot of clubs and had a lot of stuff going for them. And honestly, some of them might look intimidating or rude, or, you know, just have that resting bitch face. If you just try to shoot your shot, you'll most likely gain, you know, a friend or something like that. Something that I've noticed that people should know about is school essentials. Now, for me personally, I've never been a fan of having a big backpack or just like having a bunch of stuff in case you might need it. And I feel like this will save you guys a lot of money and will save you guys a lot of space. I feel like some of the school essentials that you should have are a charger. We'll be using your phone a lot in school. I know some people might go to schools where they don't allow phones, or you can only use phones during certain times. But if you have, study hall, or if you do have teachers that do allow you to use your phone in class, trust me, you will need it. And also, in case as well, maybe someone might need a charger at school, and that's your perfect way of making a friend. On the first week at least of school, all you really need is a notebook and a pencil. You haven't most likely gotten your syllabus yet, and why are you gonna buy supplies that you may or may not end up using when you can be spending your money on something else that you might need? For example, you might end up buying a bunch of spiral notebooks, and certain teachers don't want spiral. Maybe they want composition books. I've had teachers that have done that to me before. One thing that I do suggest though is maybe buying yourself like a 3-subject or 2-subject notebook in case that your teachers are willing to let you share notebooks. Basically, hygiene products, headphones, and you're set to go on your first week of school. Should you dress to impress? Personally, it's up to you. Don't dress up all nice and stuff like that if you're trying to look for a boyfriend, or if you think that this will help you gain popular friends or whatever. Honestly, dress for you. Literally, you do not have to have the most expensive shoes. You do not have to have the most expensive jewelry or clothes. It does not matter. In high school, people do not care what you wear, and it's mainly about how you act. Losing your friends going through high school, you will lose your friends, and all of the kids that you might end up coming from middle school with will most likely not last you till senior year, and you'll find out most of them are fake. Most of them are not your real friends, whether they might be using you, be talking shit behind your back. You end up starting to become more mature and sort of realizing who's your real friends and who are your acquaintances. That's something I realized my freshman year. The people who I thought were my friends weren't. And slowly, as the year started getting by, even until now, I've started losing from junior year to senior year a large percentage of my friends. For example, might start off with 30 friends your freshman year. Then the next year you might have 20, and the year after that you might go to literally 5. And before you know it, senior year, you'll probably have only 2 close friends of yours. Don't assume everyone is your friend. Just because someone clapped you up in the hallways or literally talks to you during class does not mean they're your friend. Trust me that when you need something or when you need them the most, they will not be there for you. Should you have a boyfriend in high school or going into high school, if you're coming into high school with a boyfriend and you guys are going to different schools, I suggest, even though it will hurt, to break it off. Only because you guys are going to be going to 2 different schools, have 2 different groups of friends, and your schedules are going to be totally different. For example, I know there's some schools in my city that literally start 2 hours later than my school does, and that is a big difference. You might end up waking earlier than your boyfriend or girlfriend, and they might be waking up later than you. You'll be having classes at different times, lunches at different times. So for you to be able to communicate with them and, not have to deal with teachers, catching you on your phone, them being busy. Another thing is if you're actually going in with your boyfriend into high school and you are in the same high school, I would suggest being extremely careful, only because freshman girls, I've noticed, are the craziest because they think that they're all that. And then even then, just having a boyfriend in high school in general, do not make your life about your boyfriend. Trust me, if they can deal with you hanging out with your friends all the time, because at the end of the day, if they're real friends and if they're there for you, then if something was to happen between you and your partner, they'll be there for you to comfort you. Do not push away your friends. Make time for both your friends and your boyfriends and sort of just balance it out. Point blank period. How not to be annoying in high school. Something that you shouldn't do is not be loud in the morning. Some people just are not having it in the morning. You do not want to be obnoxious. Oh, don't be that one girl in the cafeteria being like, oh, best friend across the cafeteria. Yeah, do not do that. And literally, if you're running around the cafeteria trying to find your best friend and jump on top of them and make this scene, because I know there's people who do that. You know who you are. I mean, stay in your lane, because I'll tell you right now, Most upperclassmen do not care about you. Naruto running at school is not cute. Don't do it, because you will not have any friends. I am telling you that right now. How to socialize and make friends. Even if you're antisocial and don't make a move on trying to make friends, there will be someone out there that will notice and someone who will try to talk to you and be your friend. I suggest that if you're not going to try to go out and make friends yourself, then I would suggest going out to sort of like football games, going to like homecoming. Even if you're by yourself, you'll have the best time of your life. But do everything you can in high school, because if you don't, you will regret it. I 100% guarantee you. If there's clubs that you're even a slight bit interested in joining, join in. That is also another easy way to make friends. What's the difference or the similarities between middle school and high school? Now, for me, I'm someone that has come from charter schools my entire life. And one thing I know for a fact is that that's an extremely big change from going to uniforms and single file lines, and you have more freedom to wear, you know, certain clothes and whatnot. I know that in middle school and elementary school, you can't wear sandals, you can't wear open-toed shoes. And at least for me in charter schools, you had to wear white socks, certain backpacks, and have certain hair colors or the way you had your hair. Even if you're going from public middle or charter middle to a high school, you just have more freedom. Teachers are not trying to keep up with you. If you're missing an assignment, don't expect a teacher running around all over the place trying to find you and trying to help you out with your grades. Because trust me, if you're failing, they will let you fail. Unless you've gotten really close with a teacher. But 9 times out of 10, you won't have teachers like that. And especially if you go from slacking all year to slacking to the end, they will most likely not help you. I know a lot of people in middle school, we all used to be set up in straight single file lines, quietly going down the halls to the cafeteria, but you freely walk to your classes. Just the environment is different. Everyone in middle school really cares about what everyone else thinks about each other or maintaining your popularity. If you go to a school like mine, or I'm pretty sure any school in general, we have about 2,000 kids at my school, and that means there's 400 kids in each grade. So for you to sort of care about popularity, you're not gonna find that. It's just not happening. There's too many kids to give a shit about anything you're doing. What's the best part of freshman year? For me, it was the freedom, activities, and having friends. Things not to do / avoid. Keep in your lane. Do not pick fights and do not mess with upperclassmen. My junior year, on the first day of school, should you go full glam or natural? My ideology for dressing up every single day for school, if that's what you want to do, sure, go ahead, do it. But something I've noticed is that people are more wowed by how you present yourself. If you're someone that's just very natural, that doesn't do too much, and if there is a big event, that's when the time you should do all that. Because imagine every single day you're wearing all this makeup, caking your face up, and then the day you go to homecoming or to dance or something like that, and you do your makeup and buy a nice dress, nobody's really gonna be wowed because you've been doing it since day one. Seniors / juniors, are they as bad as they seem? If you want to become more mature and sort of like better yourself, I would surround yourself with people that are mature and people that know what they want from anything that's going on in their life, what they want from their friends, what they want from their partner, what they want from life. If they have a plan, befriend those people. Befriend the people that are doing things like dual enrollment, taking AP classes, that are getting scholarships and they're getting accepted into college, that, you know, have jobs. How to maintain good grades. I don't study. I've tried and I'm just not one to study. I don't have the attention span to study. And no cards don't work. Quizlet doesn't work. Honestly, the only thing that works is writing things down multiple times. And that's the only way I can memorize basically anything. For me, my freshman year, I was an overachiever. And that got me an extremely good reputation among teachers, staff. My freshman year, I was in 5 different clubs, 2 or 3 leadership positions. And this was also coming from someone who would go home and play video games or sleep and spend like 3 hours doing homework. If you want to be an overachiever, do it. But if you honestly think that at one point it's becoming too much and you're not able to balance school, then you need to drop something or do something about it. Don't expect teachers to sort of be like, oh, well, you know, your assignment was late, I'll give you a couple days to do it. Because the moment they see you fucking around is the moment they're gonna stop helping you. Surround yourself with smart kids and don't be that one hoe that's literally just using them to get your shit done. Actually be one of those smart kids. Is it easy to get into fights and beef? To put it short, yes. Freshmen just have a way of pissing people off and pushing people's buttons. And my junior year, I had beef with literally 2 girls and both of them were freshmen. Should you be involved in anything? If you want to be a part of something more in high school, do it. You know, have it for the experience or sort of, you know, put it nice on your college resume or whatever. Don't be in clubs so that you can have it on your college resume and then not do shit. Because I've been in clubs where kids literally come out of nowhere, their last year of high school, trying to sign up and trying to, you know, have positions such as like VP or president, and they haven't done shit to, you know, help out the club, how to cut someone off. Now, for me, I've been one to sort of deal with people. If I don't like you, I can deal with you unless I completely cut you off. I've literally had girls who are crazy and have said shit to me, and I just like put it behind me because literally you're fucking younger than me, you don't know shit, and the moment that you get your ass beat, you're gonna stop and I'm literally gonna be leaving. So what's the point of me getting into an altercation with you when 5 months later, once I graduate, I'm not gonna even fucking talk to you? If you're a very confrontational person and you're trying to sort of stop all that from happening, you can either just cut off that person, no matter what they're gonna think of you, even if they're gonna talk shit, don't even say nothing. Or if you want, you can kind of do this as an adult and be like, listen, I can't really be friends with you anymore for this reason or this reason or this reason. And if they want to start problems, let them, because at the end of the day, they're going to be dumb when you're keeping quiet and they're just acting fucking crazy. I'm going to be giving advice in general just for like the do's and don'ts. Number 1, do not be loud and dramatic. Don't get into drama. If you think that sticking your head in drama that doesn't involve you is going to make you popular, or fucking people are gonna come and be your friend because you have tea and shit. This is directed towards sophomore because I used to do this. Sophomores I know used to do this. I know everyone that's been a sophomore used to do this. And you're not fucking shit. I don't know what part of being a sophomore you don't understand, but literally 4 months ago, you were a freshman, okay? Literally just started the school year. You are still immature. Yeah, for those of you freshmen that are trying to pull up and show what you got, you ain't got shit. So do not slack. Freshman year is one of the most important years of high school. Because if you think about it, that's the first thing that's going to be coming up on your transcript. And one of the most important things is your GPA. That's one of the most important things that you guys need to keep track of and sort of be on the ball with that. Do not send anyone, not even your boyfriend, not even your best friends, because I know people that do that. Do not have sex with a bunch of guys and a bunch of people, because you never know, someone might be recording and you might not even know. Because I've had that at my school. I've had people gotten their nudes posted on social media. I've gotten people that have had videos of them having sex when they think they're in private. Another thing is too, let's say you do make friends the first day of school, or you do have friends that are coming to your school. Find a place to sort of meet up in the morning or on the first day of school, whether you have friends or you make friends, whatever the case may be. Because I know for me, ever since I was a freshman, that's what I did. I had a spot in the morning, the first day of school for freshman year, and during lunch, and sometimes even during the end of the day. High school is not like the movies. High school is not anything like High School Musical. There's nobody fucking dancing around on the tables during the cafeteria or singing. Everyone's minding their own business. Everyone's not fucking singing with each other, being best friends. For those of you short girls out there that think that you're gonna be surrounded by fucking giants coming into high school, don't fucking worry, because literally 5'2", okay? And I'm a senior. And most of the time, I get confused as a freshman. And last but not least, peer pressure. For example, if you have a bunch of friends, or you make a bunch of friends, or you see a bunch of kids that are smoking and doing drugs or fucking drinking or whatever, telling them that you do it too, that you smoke and you drink just to be their friend, don't fucking do it. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't give a fuck. If they're not gonna stop being your friends if you don't do it. Just do you. High school is all about discovering yourself, figuring out your plan for your life, and just you being you. That's it for this video. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, I will be checking through the comments. That's all I have to say. I'm fucking tired. So, I love you guys. See you guys in another lifetime.